So, I'm at one of the locations where one of my viewers suggested I should not go. Stay away from the shelters, he said. I'm in Colorado Springs, outside the primary evacuee location. Cheyenne Mountain High School, public high school in Colorado Springs. So far, I'm very happy to report that after about 2 hours of searching the net, I really haven't found any major grievances against the way the government is treating people in this crisis. But we'll see how they treat me when I start looking into the number and type of restrictions that they have here on people. Right now what I'm trying to do is find a parking space that is not on the school property. While I'm still waiting to get close to the interesting video, I have a couple of audio pieces of information to share with you. I just arrived in Colorado Springs, I guess 2 or 3 days into the fire, which would have been roughly the 25th. Yeah, it was exactly Monday, May 25th. I'm sorry, June 25th. And as I was exiting my aircraft, the person in front of me, as I was exiting, walking down the extremely hot, gangplank, was a forest ranger of some kind, like park service person. And anyway, there was room for easily, 2 people to walk side by side up that rampart or whatever you want to call it. It was, smothering indoors without any air conditioning. And I don't think I've ever seen a bureaucrat move so slowly. The guy just walked up the plank in the middle of it, with everyone behind him and no one in front of him hardly, just about like a half a mile an hour. And I thought, this is the guy, isn't he supposed to be in a hurry to get to fight the fires? And I don't know if he was state park service or federal park service. It happened fast enough that I didn't have a chance to get video of it. I just thought about it later as being an incident. Waiting to cross here. There's a local libertarian who posted on his Facebook page that one of the things he is upset about, he thinks the National Guard should be doing more, and they can't because they're so many of them are deployed in Iraq. Okay, so I just had a couple questions of that CSPD officer, and he was very helpful and friendly. I recorded on my audio recorder, but it's not really worth sharing with you. It was just a nice conversation about directions and stuff. So, unlike the Superdome during New Orleans, it doesn't look like they're trying to make an armed camp here that searches everybody, but we'll see what's happening at the entrance, the official entrance to the people's shelter.
There's the coloring book I was coloring last night.
How are you doing?
Don't ask me anything.
Oh, okay.
Ask the people with the red cross.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yep.
Hi. Do you guys have a spokesman or anything I can talk to about the shelter? Either Red Cross or government? Okay, all right. Okay, thanks much.
Are you checking out?
I think so. So anyway, unlike the situation at Katrina, I was able to walk right into the shelter area at least without, being questioned or searched or anything like that. I don't see anyone searching anybody.
A couple of repeaters are on the internet. They're internet repeaters, so we can.
Where?
They're on internet repeaters.
Oh.
So you can listen to them anywhere in the world.
Pam, are you PIO for Red Cross?
Yeah.
Can I speak to you on camera at some point?
What agency are you with?
Oh, it's Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com.
I'm sorry?
Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com.
Ridley Report. I will be glad to help you in just a moment. I'm trying to track down somebody at the moment, and I will be available.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Media.
How are you doing?
Hi, who are you with?
Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com.
Nice to meet you. If you go over to our public affairs desk right there, this gentleman, Bill, will help you. But
Okay,
you cannot
actually-
take pictures without permission. Gotcha?
Now, does that apply to the whole building or just the area where
Applies
people
to
are?
anywhere past this door, he'll take you around, but he has to take, and you'll get your pictures, but he'll take you around. Bill?
Now, question.
Oh, hi.
Now, are pictures, are evacuees allowed to, Daryl, I guess I'll ask you, are evacuees allowed to take pictures? Are they allowed to bring cameras and so forth?
No, well,
Hi.
You need to get this out to the public. At Cheyenne Mountain High School, toothpaste and contact lens solution.
Thank you.
We do not have any, and we need it. Can you get that on the air?
Is Walmart also short on that?
I can't answer that, but we need it here.
Toothpaste and contact lens solution.
Yes.
I should have this on the air in about 4 hours, so it's going to be a little bit of a delay. I got to get to my upload point. So
okay. Well, that's.
I'm sorry, hon, because if we get too much, then
it's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. So we have a list.
I only have 10,000 subscribers, and they're not in Colorado Springs, so it's not going to be an issue for me on my channel. But
What channel are you?
It's RidleyReport.com, and I'm based in New Hampshire, so I don't have a lot of Colorado Springs. But it will be seen here by some Colorado Springs residents.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking me. Can I give you my card in case there's anything else you want me to know?
Oh gosh.
This is Linda has a list.
so yeah. Anyway, that's our primary issue is that
Just share with my girls.
No.
I need to talk to that lady and get her card before I go, but what were we saying?
and who are you with?
It's Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com. All I have to shake is my wallet right now because I was trying to get a card.
I just need to track.
Yeah, okay.
Dave Ridley?
Correct.
And yeah, so anyway, our issue is
now, I guess
privacy.
my question is, are evacuees allowed to take pictures though? If they've come in here to be on a cot, are they allowed to bring a camera?
We don't say they can't, I guess. Nobody that has to come up. Yeah, certainly the issue is that the privacy issue. We really don't want. You can out here. You got your free run. You can have as many people as you want.
Are they allowed to take pictures? The evacuees?
What do you mean?
Are the evacuees banned from taking pictures?
Well, not banned. I don't. That hasn't come up, I guess.
But I kind of would be.
As media, because that's more public.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody there takes it and.
Right. I understand, and I'm not objecting. I just want to document the process.
Yeah, I understand.
Right.
And so our general rule is that you come in here, you can talk to us. We'll see what we can help you with, and interviews and whatnot that are out there are fine. We just restrict it in here just to make sure that.
Now I do need to come back in. I'm also a ham operator. I need to come back in and have my one of these guys going to help me reprogram my ham frequencies, and I need to bring that back through there. Is that going to be okay?
No problem.
All right. Great. Well, I guess you could probably answer another question that I have, and that is what is the procedure that a person has to go through when they come through here? Do they have to submit to a search, or do they have?
No. We bring them in and they register with us.
Okay.
And they're required, of course, to register any legal issues that they might have.
So they have to give information about their criminal background.
Yeah, that's and so, but it's basically a registration validation that they have ID and that, or their address that they are actually, because obviously this would be an opportunity for someone that's homeless to just walk in and get a free.
Yeah, right.
So we're real cautious about that. We make sure that that's protected information. And then we ask them.
What if a person has victimless crimes on their record, like victimless felonies or something like that? Do you keep them out?
What we usually do, they have a conversation with our shelter manager, and the shelter manager decides if the law enforcement needs to be involved or not, and then we turn it over to them.
I see.
There's certain key things we watch for.
Are people forbidden from being? Do they have a right of self-defense here? Can they bring firearms?
They're not allowed to bring any firearms. No firearms. No
the reason I
alcohol.
ask is because there's, of course, a lot of. I kind of come from the libertarian community, and there's a lot of concerns within the libertarian community and the black community about the way that the Superdome was handled there, where people weren't allowed to bring any kind of self-defense there. And it degenerated because of that.
Right.
So how are these people kept safe if they can't defend themselves?
We have security. We have our volunteers who are trained to recognize when things are not going the right way.
They seem to be right now.
Yes,
I'm fairly impressed, but
and that's our goal is to have a safe place. that's comfortable, that people can get food and support. And so, like I say, our signs are out there: no firearms, no alcohol, no drugs or contraband or anything like that.
Would you turn someone over to the police if they had a totally harmless, victimless, like a piece of marijuana or something like that, or would you just ask them to leave?
We would probably ask them to leave.
Okay, without hurting them.
Right.
By calling the police.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, there are smoking areas. I'm not.
You're not checking to see what's in there.
I'm not going over there breathing deep. Okay.
All right. Well, this is not New Orleans.
No, it's not. And really, the Red Cross is really about that. We'll take care of whoever has a need.
Yeah.
And we try to, we of course depend on people's good heart, and but we do have our restrictions, and that's certainly the case.
Okay.
But they don't go through a little, scanner or anything. We don't.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Great. So, all right. Well, Mr. Fortune, am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
I much appreciate your time and accessibility, and I don't really need much else in here. I could probably get a shot of the sign, but other than that, I'm good to go. So. All right. Thanks so much.
And then, just stop by when you go to get your radio reprogrammed, as it were.
Okay.
Your amateur radio, you said.
All right. I shall return. It's in my car, so. All right. Thanks. Again, bear in mind, this is a national news disaster, very national, that's got at least 32,000 evacuees, but very few of them appear to need to be here. So, just as I was hoping, I came here with, some readiness to be harassed, but really didn't feel harassed, and in fact, it's gonna be a help to me to have been here. I'll be able to get my scanner properly programmed, my ham radio, in case I need to use that for emergency purposes. There's the school from a distance. As you can see, Colorado Springs, most of it remains pretty despite the crisis. Kind of getting this just for completeness documentation. You can always hit the pause button if you see something there that you want to read more closely.
Okay, I can't have you film inside.
Okay.
Have you talked to our public affairs gal?
Yeah, we've already had an interview and everything.
Okay.
What I need to do right now is I'm also a ham operator just on a private basis, and what I need to do is get this in there for them to reprogram it. I don't have it programmed with the correct Colorado Springs frequency.
Is that up?
Well, I can turn it off.
Okay.
Or at least I can name it down.
Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Is that you, Mr. Fortune?
Program those can be a challenge.
Hey,
Have one myself.
Oh, do you? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm kind of mixing. I posted a call to Porcupine 411, letting them know that New Hampshireites could probably help by just letting a couple folks in Colorado Springs know. If you know anybody in Colorado Springs, have them maybe come down here and see if there's anything they can do to help. If you're asking evacuees what you can do to help, you'll get a more direct answer than if you ask the Red Cross. And if an evacuee is not getting everything they need from an overburdened Red Cross, maybe there's something you can pick up for them. Again, if you're in Colorado Springs, and if you're watching as New Hampshire, as so many folks are, then you can at least pass that piece of information on to locals here in Colorado Springs. Some people don't know what to do to help. I think that would be a pretty simple, cool thing, just to show up at a shelter and ask the people who are sheltered what they need.